Hello everybody, today me and my friend are presenting to you the 2016 EEB1 election candidates, Florence Sheehy and Nagy.
En effet, nous sommes ici pour présenter les deux candidats présidentiels pour la nouvelle année 2016-2017, Florence Sheehy et Nagy. So now I'm here with Florence Sheehy, one of the presidential candidates, and so I wanted to ask you, what are some of your ambitions for the year 2016-2017?
Well, I'd like to make the school just somewhere that everybody is prouder of to be attending. I think that we can do that by bringing more activities that will suit as many types of people as we can.
What type of activities are you planning on doing?
Well, for the writers, we can have the newspaper, and I have some ideas for people who maybe like going into film studies and things like that, and carry out the sports day that we tried to do last year, and make more colourful buildings and things like that for the art students.
What other projects do you have in mind for this year?
Improving both CAFs, so upgrading the first to third year CAF, and for both CAFs just increasing the variety of food so that it suits whatever kind of eating requirements you have. So if you don't eat meat, or if you have an allergy, or you want to eat healthier, or you just don't really like the food, that will hopefully be something that you would want to eat.
What other projects do you have in mind, especially for the younger ones?
So for the first to third years, I've talked about their CAF. I'd like to make that much better, and I would like to make sure that they get a bigger say in their discos so that they can enjoy them to the full.
What about the clothing line? Are you thinking about improving that?
Yeah, I'd really like to bring some clothes that are more affordable, and some more jumpers, and I'd like to bring some jackets, so maybe raincoats or bomber jackets and that kind of thing, and maybe scarves and stuff.
And what do you want to improve for the 7th years?
So for the 7th years, in your last year of school, you are doing a lot of studying, and I think that the school should deal with UCAS and ringing the universities, because it takes a lot of time out of studying when you're ringing a huge amount of different universities. I think that although the back video should remain because it's fun, there should be a video that represents exactly how we remember our time at the school and the 7th year. I think that we could have a project by the film studies class, or just by 5th and 6th years who maybe want to put it on their CV, and it can be a compilation of 7th year classes and events of the 7th years.
And what other activities are you planning for the majority of the people?
So I think that we should all know some basic self-defense just to go around our daily lives, and whether we would learn it in or outside of the gym class, I don't know, but I think it should be something that's done.
That sounds great.
Hello everyone, today I'd like to present to you Nagy, who is running for presidential candidacy in the 2016 elections. So man, how's it going? What are your ideas?
Thank you, it's going well. And well, first of all, I'd like to make the food and the drinks in the cafeteria cheaper, because I think that it's really expensive, and it's been getting more expensive by every year. And since the 4th and 5th years can't go out of the school, they're forced to buy expensive foods and drinks in the cafeteria, and which I think is unacceptable, and I will try to pressurize the directories to make the drinks and the food cheaper, or solve this problem otherwise. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas for school activities?
Well, I'd like to organize a new themed party for our school, which I think would be awesome. Of course, I thought about the young ones too, and I'll organize more discos for 1, 2, 3 years, because I think they deserve the discos too, and the fun.
Okay. Anything on the academic side of things you have planned, or?
Of course, the Fab Lab has been reopened, and we plan to support it. I plan to support it more, so that more people will join, and more people would like to educate themselves in all sorts of things that the Fab Lab does, and I'm part of it too, and I think it's really awesome. I've been there and it's top-notch technology right there.
Will you also be showing any love to the 123 CAF this year?
Yes, I will certainly. I'd like to install a Wi-Fi in the 123 CAF, which I think is very possible because we managed to install a Wi-Fi into the 4 and 7 CAF, so why not into 123 CAF?
That's awesome. Okay, we've covered the academic side of things. What about the more physical? Do you have any ideas in that respect?
Of course. I'd like to organize a football championship and a basketball championship for both the 1-3 years and the 4-7 years, because it had great success last year, and I plan to perfect it and make it better for everyone. More organized and more stable.
That's a good point.
Hey guys, so we're gonna now be asking the two presidential candidates why they are the better candidates. So, Leo Nagy, would you like to join us on the stage?
Thank you for inviting me to this stage. Yeah. Well, to answer your question to why I think, or you think, or whoever, or whether this is a factual question, to answer your question why I think I'm the better candidate. I think I'm the better candidate because I'm confident and I know what I want to achieve, and I know that I will achieve it. And also I'm not gonna back down just because someone's gonna tell me, no Leo, you can't do that, that's impossible. Now I'm gonna try until we do it and reach it. And also I'm really active, I don't slack off, I'm not lazy, I'm gonna go for the goals that I set myself, and I'm gonna go and do them. So just like, and also I'm really I have experience in organizing things. For example, I'm organizing the Spring Ball and the Winter Ball this year. I'm also planning to, if I win the elections, I can bring more tickets to our school for the Spring Ball and the Winter Ball. I also plan to organize a sports day, and I have really a lot of experience. I've been in different student councils before. I'm also in a political youth organization, and I just know how these things work. So that's why I think I'm the better candidate.
All right, well that's fantastic. Thank you for telling us all those things, Leo. We shall move on to the next candidate. Best of luck. Okay, so hey guys, the next candidate we have is Florence Sheehy.
So I think that I would be a good candidate to choose because as long as I've been attending school, I've been in this school, I'm dedicated to it, I've had siblings pass through it, I know the problems, I think I could solve them. I'm persistent and I'm not just going to give in just because somebody tells me to. I will keep trying no matter how long it takes or how hard it is. I'll keep trying, and I just really care about the school, and I care about all the years, and will try to sort out the problem with the cards that the lower years have had, because I think it's not fair and I just care a lot.
Alright, well that is a fantastic speech as well, and again, best of luck Florence. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, my name is James Ellison and I'm president of the CDE, Comité des Élèves.
Hello, my name is Ludwig Landstedt and I'm vice president of the CDE.
Hi, my name is Elishka Stroline and I'm secretary of the CDE.
Alright, here we are at the end of the presidential term with Mr. President himself, and we're going to ask him a few questions. How do you feel about this year?
I think this year's been great. I think it's been a fantastic year. I've had a fantastic Comité des Élèves. We've enjoyed fantastic moments together, and no, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I think we've achieved a lot.
As everything comes to a close, what would you say was the most successful venture this year, Mr. President?
I'd say it'd probably have to be getting Wi-Fi in the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th cafeteria. I think that was a great achievement. It's something which many presidents and many past CDEs have tried to get the last years, and especially since I've been in secondary, it's something they've tried, or at least aimed to achieve. But we finally did it, we finally got it, and I think that's something very admirable. But I'd also like to make some other honourable mentions. I'd have to say that probably creating our own school clothing line, although maybe price was a little issue, even though we couldn't really decide that. I think the clothes came out beautifully. I think that we got, for the most time, very good feedback from them, and yeah, I really enjoyed that enterprise. I thought that was a great time we had doing that. And I'd also, perhaps not the most well-known thing we achieved, was getting the bus at
the bus from
at Spring Ball. A lot of people were complaining because the venue was quite far away, that they wouldn't be able to get back home, or that it would just be a nightmare taking transport. And we thought, well, hey, we've got the means, let's get a bus, let's get some people home safely. So I think that really showed that we were willing to do what it took to get our school back home safely, and just, shows that we aren't just a self-centered committee or organization, as people often associate us as being. And it was a really great year, and I only have good things to say about it, and I'd like to wish my successors the best of luck. I think we have two very good candidates in Leo and Florence, both gifted with very different abilities, and I'm sure they have what it takes to make this school better, or at least take what we've done, that initial step, further. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great time, and I'm very happy I'll be here to experience their reign. And no, honestly, great times, and I've loved it.
Okay.
And I'd also like to make a little statement to all those who helped me out this year. I mean, often people overshadow those who work, in your shadows or in your footsteps. But they really did a great job, and none of what we could have done would have been possible with the work of everybody. It was not just me, it was not just the vice president, it was everybody. We were a team. There was never a mentality that anybody was superior. That's not how I wanted it to work. I had a clear ideology. I wanted people to be a part of this. I wanted this to be, I wanted this to be a kind of global vision. I wanted everybody to bring what they saw in this school together. I've been here for 13 years. I've been here since day one. I've seen it change all my life, and I thought, why not take all of those who've got their different experience of the European school, put it in one, and see what we can make. And I think that was something beautiful, and something which we very much to an extent managed to achieve. But yeah, really, honestly, big thanks. It's very hard for me actually saying goodbye to them. They were really a great group of people, and we had a really fun time actually. So yeah, I encourage anybody to join the CD and back Leo and Florence so that they can have similar experiences, because honestly, this is a great thing, not only for your personal statement, but to give you confidence. We brought out students who weren't usually always in the limelight, or who were often kind of scorned upon by the older years. Everybody managed to kind of blend in very nicely, and we achieved some great stuff. So yeah, great times.
So now I'm here with Ludwig Lansted, the vice president of our school. So what advice do you have to give for future generations and the next CD?
Well, my biggest advice is to prize teamwork. No one in the CDE or in the school is going to get anything done if they don't ask for help from others, and if they don't do it as a team rather than going as a lone wolf. For example, when we were doing the discos these years, we had a team of people to organize it, to help come up with ideas, and obviously at the disco itself we had many people from the CD who were in the bar, in the vestiary, and so on, making sure that everything went well. And even when you do your own schoolwork, don't be afraid to ask for other students' help, because it will make you understand things much better.
What other ideas do you want to be seen to be done in the future?
Well, I think that the most important thing is that the CDE continues to do everything using teamwork, so that all members, they feel important, and hopefully either candidate will lead a CDE that prizes on teamwork. And I personally think that if we work as a team, and if the CD works with the pupils in the school, that is how we will see most progress be done, and that is how we will see a better school for those who are in primary now, but also a better school for those who are not necessarily in 7th secondary.
Maintenant, je suis ici avec Elise Castroline, la secrétaire du CDE. What advice would you give for the next CDE?
Well, for the next CDE, first of all, I would say good luck and enjoy yourselves. It's a wonderful experience, and really you'll look back on it, hopefully like me, with so many fond memories. In terms of practical advice, I'd say, don't be afraid to dream too big. You have a lot more power than you think. You're a group of 30 people, you can organize a lot of things, even in the short time that you have. And really think about doing things not only for the school but also outside of the school. Think of charity projects, think of environmental things you can do. Really, it's so much more than organizing discos. It really is, and I think that's one of the big regrets I'd say about the CDE, is that people view it really as this very small thing when really we can do so much.